How's it going today, fam? Ripley here with Hilario Gaming, and today I'm going to be going over the top 5 changes that Gamefreak needs to make in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Let's do it.
What?
At number 1, I have more new, unique abilities. Especially in the competitive scene, we all see the same abilities on Pokemon over and over again. Levitate, Swift Swim, Chlorophyll, Intimidate, you can name them. What we need are some new abilities to change up the game, to make some old Pokemon better, and to make new Pokemon relevant and fun to use. The meta in Pokemon seems to kind of stale out very quickly, and with some more new unique abilities, they should be able to extend the meta game and make it harder for there to be one set meta where once you figure it out, you pick that specific team or Pokemon set and you just kind of go on to victory. So I feel like more unique abilities would be a great change for Gamefreak to make. At number 2, I have integrate the VGC battle system into the story. Now, I can't tell you how many times I go up to someone that plays Pokemon or Pokemon Let's Go or just Pokemon Go on their phone, and I'm talking to them about playing competitive Pokemon, and they are completely lost as to what I'm talking about. That's because competitive VGC Pokemon, if you don't play it, is completely different than what you see in the story. There's set rules. You have to have Pokemon that are EV trained and certain natures and things of that nature. But what we need is an easier way for people to have access to VGC. If they integrate VGC into the story, maybe through the gym systems or through certain trainers throughout the world, to force trainers to learn about the natures, to learn about EVs, to learn about playing the bring a team of 6 and you take 4 with you. If they had a way to learn that through the story, I think we'd have a lot more people playing VGC, and we would have a lot more people watching VGC as well. And at number 3, I have easier to breed and train Pokemon. Now, just like I was just saying about integrating VGC into the story, it can take an extremely long time for you to build a team of Pokemon for VGC. You have to breed out to get the specific nature, then you have to EV train them, and then after all said and done, once you play with the Pokemon, you may not like that setup and you have to start all over again, and you've wasted hours or days trying to set up to breed this specific Pokemon. It needs to be easier and more accessible for people to train a team for VGC, and I would even go as far as to say it should be to the point where if you catch any wild Pokemon, you should be able to set it up to make it legal for competitive format. That was fun back in the day when people weren't so into multiplayer battling and the internet wasn't like it was. We needed stuff to do, so breeding wasn't that bad. But now it's so easy for people to battle, and everybody's into esports. They need to make it a lot easier for people to set these teams up so that competitive Pokemon will grow. Number 4 is better online. The online system for Pokemon is alright, but there's a lot of improvements that can be made. Just as an example, look at how many people that play competitive Pokemon spend more time on Showdown than they actually do on the cart. That right there alone lets you know that something's wrong. They need to be a way to get into games faster, swap teams faster, swap Pokemon faster, so that you can play faster. I would also like to see an easier way for people to be able to set up and host their own tournaments so that you could see more local tournaments, because currently as it is, you don't see too many regional style tournaments going on say the weekly or even the monthly. And I believe that's because it's very hard for people to make it out, especially in America, around to these tournaments. If there are ways that they could set up online tournaments that people could get into and play, then that would be a lot easier and a lot more accessible to people, and I think you'd see a lot more of that. And at number 5, I have less Pokemon. That's right, less Pokemon. There's too many times that you see Pokemon that are useless. They have bad stats, no ability, or bad ability, no moves or just bad moves, or moves that don't really go well with their ability or EV spread like other Pokemon do. I think that all new Pokemon should be viable. All new Pokemon should be at a stat base where they can be used. And I think that there's no reason why they shouldn't go ahead and go forward with making all the Pokemon relevant. It's nothing like they can't just release patches to nerf or buff certain Pokemon. And I think that for a meta in today's esports type scene, that they need something like that, and need to go ahead and make all Pokemon relevant to extend the life of this game. And there you go, guys. Those are my top 5 changes I'd like to see Game Freak make to Pokemon Sword and Shield. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give us a subscribe and hit that bell so you can see our future videos. Give us a like, comment down below, let us know what you thought, what type of videos you want to see in the future, and share us with your friends. This is Ripley with Hilario Gaming, and we'll catch you next time.